just to school people who don't know, she has done millions of interviews. Just subscribe to her YouTube channel, like, not millions, I'm sorry, but a lot. And there's a lot of people that you may know and love. Growing up, like you guys both, was it an instant thing for her as well? Like she wanted to be in the industry as well?
We actually, we started out, because we used to, you know, we grew up poor. And we didn't have a lot of opportunities to wear the latest brands and stuff like that. So we actually started like making little clothes together, like t-shirts, or like we would really like sew. My mom was a single mom. I don't really want to get into how deep it was there, but you know, she I believe she did do the best she could, but there were situations where, you know, we would sleep in a car, or we would, it's been a lot. Like
the 3 of you have,
oh no, girl. Well, all together I have 7 siblings. My mom has 5 kids.
Okay.
My dad has 2 extra, but it's 7 of us in total. But you know, we slept in the car. We lived with her friends. It's just a lot where we've eaten at shelters because there wasn't anything to eat. So we would find a girl. We would find the soup kitchens. We would find the soup kitchens, and we would go there. And it was, I remember one was every Wednesday, and it was every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Another one was Tuesdays and Thursdays. We had to be there by 7 o'clock. By 7 o'clock. And the funny thing is, I've always been a vegetarian, so it's been weird for me to eat certain things. But you know, you gotta make do with what you have. It was a humbling experience. While I was going through it, I didn't understand it. But now that I'm
how old were you at that time?
12. Okay. We moved around. This was right
in New Jersey.
This was all in Newark. Okay. This was all in Newark. We moved around throughout high school. It got to the point where my boyfriend's parents actually took me in for the first year, and I'm very grateful to them. I tell them all the time, those aren't your parents anymore, son.
Yeah,
they're mine. I'm gonna show him this part on the interview too. Mine. And I feel as though for a very long time I always asked God, why I'm going through it? Why is this happening to me? Why do I have to be here? I'm a good kid. I make all A's. Right. Why am I homeless? Why don't I don't have anything to eat tonight? Now that I'm here and I've realized, you know, one person that I did interview, they told me to always live your truth. And it was one day I just posted this thing on my social media that was break the cycle. And it's a long essay that I put up. And
I read those essays. Yeah. Those are like the only essays I read on social media.
And I posted this giant story about the struggle, and just so many people related to it. Also posted another one about my eating disorder. I took that one down, but when I did post it,
why did you take it down?
I took it down because I don't know.
Second thoughts.
I didn't have second thoughts. I wanted to put it up. I left it on my Facebook, but I don't know why I took it down. I didn't like how it looked before. I didn't like how it looked before.
Oh, you posted an actual picture?
I posted the picture when it was going on, and I posted a picture now. But it's just like, I only keep one picture from that time in my life, and that's the picture. And it hits home every time. It hits home every time, and you know, it did touch a lot of people. And I tell people all the time, when I was dealing with my eating disorder, and it's a day-to-day battle for me, but it was because of how I grew up. It was because I was never taught to eat a proper meal. And then coming into the industry,
well, I don't know why, just cut me with a knife when you can. Like, luckily, I'm not that, I haven't witnessed that part of it with the image.
No, it wasn't more so of the body image. It's more so of, I get so caught up with work, I forget to eat. And I have a few friends, I'm not gonna put them on blast, but we laugh about it. And we were having lunch one day, and we were talking about the issue with that. And now it's better now. I've been good for about maybe 2 years with this.
Right.
I have to put a reminder in my phone to eat because I get so consumed with work. And it really does stem from how I grew up, because I'm just so used to maybe eating once or twice a day, then having to walk to school from Newark all the way to Hillside, which is like 4 miles, where, it was a lot. So it stems from that, but it just spread over to my adulthood. And now I work with a nutritionist and a trainer who's really helping me get back into the grips of how I should be.
You making gym movements for a lot.
I be sweating.
People sometimes I ask myself, like, why do I want to be in this business? So do you ever still ask yourself, like, why do you still want to be in something
so tainted.
Right.
No. And I get that a lot. Like I used to, but I don't anymore. And when I rarely now, when I feel like I'm doubting myself, you know, I'm reminded that I've gotten very far, and I've only been doing this for a year and a half.
I would never think, I didn't know that either.
I've only been doing this for a year and a half, and I've gotten very far, and I feel as though this is not me. I'm just the representation for a bigger picture.
Right.
I feel as though God is moving something through me. And who am I? If God puts air into my lungs and he wakes me up every morning, who am I not to complete his mission? He obviously has something for me.
So
my favorite, I will honestly, I don't have a favorite because each interview that I've done, I've learned something from. Like when I interviewed Martian Brocha, she told me, you know, I asked her, do you have words of advice for people who are trying to be in a business? She said, what business are you trying to start? You are the business. You've already started. The first step is admitting that and wanting more. And another one, like Bobby Valentino, I learned from him.
I love that interview.
Yeah, he said that you can't do everything for money. You do it for passion. Well, he still does stuff for free. So it's like each interview that I have, I take something with me from the artist, and it's an amazing experience. Not just to say, oh hey, I interviewed Estelle, but just to really get knowledge from them.
I thought that period you don't get stalked.
I've never
just like,
yeah, but I've always grew up around these famous people, so I just, you know, we all bleed the same blood.
Right.
And that's one thing that, like when I do post stories on J Dogs Daily or on my website, I try to humanize celebrities so people can understand that.
These are people as well.
They're people as well. Like I did the Say Yes video shoot. Working with them, it's like,
I was gonna get to that. You keep beating. This is the problem when interviewers interview. No, but go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay. When I did that video, you know, I grew up on Destiny's Child.
Right.
These women are my idols. Each way they've influenced who I am today, realistically.
Did you speak to any of them?
Yes, all of them. I'm cool with Beyonce stylist Ty, so you know.
He's fierce. Sorry,
fierce is not the dread.
And how was she? How was
she was nice. She was very reserved. But I was like, the one who shocked me the most that I really didn't expect anything from was Michelle. Michelle, it was her video. Michelle was down to earth. She came downstairs. She made us feel like a family. It's like she knitted Destiny's Child in with the crew.
She looks like that though. I get that from her.
She's fun. She was dancing.
I get that from her, yeah.
She was fun.
She looks like the most approachable one. I wouldn't be afraid to approach Michelle.
You know, but another aspect that I did see from them, it was before Kelly actually revealed that she was pregnant. I actually threw the story out first. But she...
Oh, I just threw the story out first because I'm Madison Jaye.
But it was a kid on set, and his father was in the video. So Kelly, the kid was on the side by himself. So Kelly stopped the video. She's like, whose child is this? And she was like, you guys go ahead. I'm gonna just sit here with him. And she really sat there with him playing patty cake, giving him food, having conversations with this little 2-year-old. And it was just, it was so cute. It was so mothering. You know, I can't wait for her to be a mom.
Yeah.
Being a journalist is not, like, you do need courage.
Yeah.
You need a lot of courage because when you're going, you never know how someone's gonna react. Don't get me wrong, I ran into some rude people in this industry, celebrities, no names, but where they're like, you know what, I don't feel like doing that right now. And it's like,
absolutely.
You were just on a TV show. You're not, ooh, okay.
And it's usually, no shade, again, no shade, but it's usually the D-list. Do you find?
Yes.
Usually the D-list that have the biggest
And then 2 months later, they're sending you an apology letter wanting to do it.
You got an apology letter?
Girl. Girl.
I haven't gotten to that level yet, but I would love to get an apology letter.
Yeah, no, it's just a short one. Like, oh, I am so sorry. I didn't know. I was just in a rush that night. Girl, no.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Do you still get nervous?
I mean,
when you have to do an interview, when you're on camera, do you still get nervous to do an interview?
I get nervous right until the time I have the microphone in my hand. It's a completely different person that comes over me. It's like I could be in the worst mood of my life until that camera light comes on. Yeah. Then it's like, wait, no. Okay, hey everybody, it's your girl here, Madison Jaye. And it's just this alter ego that I can't explain it because I'm not doing it for me.
Right.
My mood shouldn't affect what my viewers have to see. That's not being loyal to my fans. The people who have been with me from the beginning, they don't deserve to see that I had a bad day or I had a fight with my mother. They don't want to see that.
Speaking of your fans, let's talk J-Dolls.
J-Dolls.
Hi. Hashtag J-Dolls. Hi guys. They're strong. They're deep and they're all over the world. You're getting emails from freaking Spain. Was it I think your sister got something from Russia the other day. Like, you guys are like reaching out to people all over this planet, and how does that feel?
It's humbling, and it makes me realize that I have a responsibility.
Right.
Because while you're gathering a fan base, you also select what they see, what they hear, and realistically you alter people's perception.
Right.
Because if someone believes in you enough, they will start to imitate some of the things you do. And that's just the reality of the situation. As media correspondents, as hosts, as a personality, I have a responsibility to what I show people. You know, there's a lot of people who say, oh, I'm just being real with myself, and they're putting out, you know, the negative where it's okay to be a stripper. You're still gonna get somebody else's man, but you're gonna have money, and that's okay.
Right.
And realistically, that's not right.
Right.
You are influencing a younger generation that you know nothing about. There was one event that I hosted, and it was a little girl, she was about 9 years old. She came up to me, it was in Queens. I know that's your rival, but it was in Queens.
Brooklyn all day.
But she came up to me and she was like, Madison, my mom makes me watch your YouTube videos. And she was like, because of you, I want to be a journalist. And you know, journalism isn't a field.
Did you cry?
I did.
I'm a crybaby as well, so
you know how like I was upset that I had the mascara.
Yeah.
Sometimes I just do up there. I was upset because it was like coming down a little bit.
Yeah.
But it touches you. So you honestly, you have a responsibility. And J-Dolls, it just symbolizes, I want everyone to feel as though they have a piece of me. I do these events, I do all of this, yes I do, but I would be nowhere without them, and that's how I came up with J-Dolls, because I feel as though everyone, you know, they should feel beautiful inside and out, and that's basically what the Instagram is about. It's not, you know, it's cute to have the celebrity news and give you guys stories that you wouldn't know about for maybe 2 months, but it's also where I could show you, okay, just put this outfit together. You could go to Forever 21, you could go to H&M, and you could get these same outfits that these celebrities have on, or you know, just an inspiring quote, or just a health tip, or how to, you know,
can I give you my perception?
Go ahead.
I feel like there is something outside of what you do that stands out to people that is very gravitating.
Thank you.
I think that your spirit is very out there. Not out there, but it's bigger than, it makes you want to follow you, basically. I think that's what people gravitate to. And I do think that it's something pure and honest.
Thank you.
Honestly, because you know when you can feel when someone's taking the funk, basically. And I don't get that from you at all. I think that everything that you do say and everything that you do put out on Instagram, I think, I shouldn't even just say, I hate saying that, but everything you do put out on social media and everything that you do say, because Madison interacts with her fan base very, very hard. It wasn't hard for me to reach out to her, and I thank you for that so much. Like, she's very interactive and she's very humble. So
that's the one thing that a lot of celebrities don't do until it gets to the point where I can't respond.
Right.
I feel as though it's very important to identify with the people who believe in you.
Right.
Because what you guys don't realize, and I'm pretty sure this is for a lot of people out there, like, you know, journalists, when you guys are encouraged by my work, it encourages me.
Right.
It helps me want to keep doing something, because I know there are people who believe in me, and I know I'm spreading something, and it's just it's a crazy feeling. That's why I also have my email address in my bio. I've gotten so many letters from people, because I'm honest about every situation, being homeless, being parentless, you know, being on my own since I was 17. I'm very honest about everything, my eating disorder,
everything. You would never think any of those things.
Exactly. And